How do you guys balance that equation between the two philosophies of it's a great business, let's hold it for another 10 years versus, wow, this has gone up a lot. It's time to collect.
Well, I think you have to decide if you're protecting a portfolio or you're building a portfolio, right? So if you're
Okay.
protecting one, you're sort of more Warren Buffett today, where Berkshire is giant and he's protecting the strength of the Berkshire balance sheet and is perfectly happy to own See's Candy as See's Candy grows its prices by 4% a year,
Right.
right? Or 8% or something like that. And that philosophy means he has a company there that's just producing constant cash flow. He can use other places, and its growth rate doesn't really matter that much to him. Warren Buffett 60 years ago, no way. He would have sold See's Candy the moment it got up to intrinsic value or anywhere near it and moved to something else. But, and we do suffer from that. And I think one of the reasons we've been a little early to sell is because I came up with that philosophy. Early Warren Buffett was also early Phil Town. You're building a portfolio from scratch and you want to keep the velocity of your money high. So if you buy something, and by the way, here comes the answer to your question. If you buy something that has, let's say, a 6 to 7% growth rate, but you buy it at a 50% discount to its real value, because those two things are different, right? You get this slow growth, but some event happened and knocked the price of this down by 50% from where it should be. Okay, so all right, now it's on sale. You buy it, and 3 years later, it's gone back up to its intrinsic value, and you've made 26% compounded per year. Home run, fantastic. Okay, from now on, it's going to go up at 7% a year. That's its growth rate, and its price, its value isn't going to increase faster than the growth of the cash that it's creating, which we've said is 7%. So you've taken something that's growing at 26% per year, enormous velocity of your money, and turned it into a 7% grower, slightly better than a bond.
Right.
That's a sell for us. That's a sell.
Time to find something else.
Time to find something else. We can make 7% a year on our own without any, sitting in liquid positions. So I don't want to be sitting with a company that's going along at 7% and have it go through some fluctuations. And as soon as it gets something up over its intrinsic value, we're going to sell it. And we might sell calls options into getting it to that point, just so we're collecting cash flow while we try to scoot out the door. Now, another kind of a company is one, let's say like a Chipotle, like a Netflix today, or a Sprouts.